Hi, I'm Jacinta Cunahan and you're watching Coast Community News 5 at 5, October 6th. The Central Coast officially has met our Batman and Robin at the beginning of this week with the appointment of Dick Person as interim administrator. Accompanied by Rick Hart as acting CEO, the two men have committed to finding out what actions led to the council's financial crisis within 30 days. We were there at this announcement to see what Mr. Person had to say.
My name's Dick Person. I'm the newly appointed administrator of Central Coast Council, and I'm pleased to be here. And I am because local government is really important. It's really important to the people, the ratepayers. There's thousands of great staff, and this organisation has found itself in a financial circumstance which many would be confused about how this has happened. And at this stage, so am I.
Now, we all know someone who has been stuck in the 2-week hotel quarantine, close quarters, not being allowed to go outside, and sometimes bad food. But we spoke to a family whose experience has not been as bad as you would expect.
Well, it's a little bit special here. We have beautiful food. We get a menu each day where we can choose from 2 different breakfasts, 2 lunches, things like pulled pork and coleslaw to, Indian spiced vegetables to goat cheese things. In fact, we've had that much food, we've had to send some back. We had Melbourne Cup, we had trivia, we had
State of Origin.
We've had
Idol.
We've had Virtual Idol, we've had, and things that the hotel have organised.
We've got an exercise spin bike. We've also got a set of 20 kilogram weights, numerous elastic bands for stretching, skipping rope, and we've got an exercise regime on the wall there for making sure we do the workout as per regulated every day.
And nurses and nanas were the campaigners of the week. Let's go to David to find out more.
Yes, JC, nurses and midwives were out in force on Wednesday, campaigning for increased staffing numbers in hospitals and care facilities. We went along and talked to one of the nurses, Candice McCartney, at the protest.
The issue is constant understaffing. That is my main problem, their main problem. We have raised it, and it's just falling on deaf ears, and it's really quite sad actually, because our patients aren't getting the care they deserve, and it's making our workplace quite unsafe for us as well.
And the Central Coast Knitting Nanas, the local group, protested outside MP Lucy Wicks's office in support of a climate action bill that will be tabled in federal parliament this month. We went along to speak to Nerita Riley about why she was taking part in the campaign.
Well, we're here to try and encourage our local member, Lucy Wicks, to support the climate action or the Climate Act that's coming before federal parliament next week, to look at a policy on reducing emissions and dealing with climate change.
And a new installation around the Celtic Cross War Memorial on the grounds of Gosford Anglican Church celebrates the centenary of the memorial's installation as the coast prepares to celebrate Remembrance Day on November 11. The day marks the day World War I ended at 11 a.m. on the 11th day of the 11th month in 1918. And Hayley, I heard Central Coast Newspapers has some exciting news of themselves.
Yes, you're right, David. The team at Central Coast Newspapers are delighted to present the first edition of the Coast Community Pelican Post, the voice of the peninsula. The newspaper continues a tradition of more than 20 years providing the people of the peninsula real, independent and very local news, and upholding the critical role of the free press in a democracy. The Pelican Post is compiled by senior journalist Terry Collins, graphic designer Justin Stanley and Lucilia L. Yuga, and a team of journalists Maisie Ray, Hawken Barry and myself. We hope you all like our title, which reflects, among other things, the timeless and wise observer of our community. The Pelican Post is available at our usual distribution spots and online.
I need to take a photo of a pelican on a post. And there's some out there, so.
Is this the assignment of the day, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
This has been the boss comes in and I need a pelican and on a post and I need a photo of it, so I'm here.
Okay.
And now let's have a look at the sport. The Berkeley Vale Panthers have pounced on their third successive Newcastle Rugby League premiership after toppling the Aberglasslyn Ants 24-14 in the grand final of the women's tackle competition. Now in the off-season, Panthers president Ken Smith said they had upcoming New South Wales Rugby League Country Championship trials to consider, with the club now awaiting word on what next year's season will look like across the board. And emerging youth fullback 20-year-old Matt Hatch has signed a scholarship deal with the Mariners and will now have his chance as part of Alan Stadgic's squad for the next A-League season. The opportunity is a dream come true for Hatch, who began his football journey with the Woy Woy Roosters before joining Kincumber and eventually the Central Coast FC representative program. Mariners A-League head coach Alan Stadgic welcomed Hatch on board and said it was great to have a local talent coming through. And a quick update on the ownership of the Mariners team, with reports that negotiations between FFA and Abdul Halu's legal team are still progressing. We will keep you updated as news comes to hand. And now let's have a look at the weekend weather. Saturday will be partly cloudy with a medium 50% chance of a shower in the afternoon and a max of 20. Light winds will become southerly 25 to 35 kilometres an hour in the middle of the day, and Sunday will be cloudy again with a slight 20% chance of a shower. Max of 20 degrees and winds will be 15 to 25 kilometres an hour, tending southeasterly during the morning and becoming light during the evening. Back to you, JC.
Thanks, Hayley. And all of these stories and thousands more are available on our news website. And remember to pick up a copy of this week's Coast Community News, Pelican Post and Coast Community Chronicle. Please subscribe to our socials, YouTube channels and Facebook page for updates during the week. A funky new dance studio has been opened by Lauren Bloomdale in Erina called Milk, standing for Movement, Individuality, Love and Knowledge. We talked earlier this week about what it was all about. That's all from us today. Thank you for watching.
Felt the need this year to start something new on the coast, a community space that we could all come together and dance together as one, because there's so much talent up here and I love the Central Coast.
Tell me about the name, Milk Studios.
Also, I find it like it's a bit of a nurturing word, which we are all about here. It also stands for movement, individuality, love and knowledge. So it's kind of a bit of a big thing that it all means, but it sort of was just a funny little delirious idea with a friend, and it sort of grew from there and became what it is. So